Now, is this the first atheist church in the world, or should that title be reserved to Auguste Comte and his crew? Take a look at this video.
Sunday morning in Islington, and as you might expect, some people are going to church.
It's really nice to get together with people and have a sing and listen to something positive.
But this is not a typical congregation.
I don't believe in any gods.
I don't see why churches should own Sunday morning.
Wow! Hello, everyone!
And it could never be called a typical church.
My pastor is a devil! My pastor is a sociopath! And my pastor is a control freak! I am, if anything, overqualified for this job!
It's said to be the first atheist church in Britain, and the service is led by a comedian called Sanderson Jones.
Let's not start handing around titles, because I think the moment you get a title, you're just a short distance from a robe and a silly hat. Don't stop me!
Instead of hymns, they sing pop songs. Instead of prayers, there's 2 minutes of silence.
If you wouldn't mind just closing your eyes.
And the only cross to be found here is on the first aid kit.
It's not a question of me not liking God, it's a question of the fact that I simply don't believe in it. Don't stop me now, such a good time. Of course we're not taking the mickey out of the church. If anything, we are trying to build upon it.
We thank you for giving us strength today, O God.
And right next door to the atheist church is a Christian church, albeit with a smaller congregation. So what do they make of the new arrival?
No, I don't mind, because I believe that, in process of time, with love, people will come to know the God that we serve.
Super, thanks a lot for coming.
And after the atheist service finished, 2 of its congregation walked into the Christian church. So which service did they prefer?
It's the same thing but different, I guess, so I'm just happy to be here.
It's not about preferring one or the other, I would say. It's about community spirit, and they both have a lot of that. So it's just crazy they're both going on, opposite door. I think everyone should switch rooms and experience it all.
Think about it, all the atoms in your hand were created because of some 1,000,000,000 antimatter imbalance, a trillionth of a second after the universe began.
The collection at the atheist church will help to pay for it, and the plan now is to add another Sunday service and even set up in other cities if the idea spreads.
Well, to comment on that, I think it's a bit much for someone to start a sermon with the words, "We're all gonna die, and there ain't gonna be any afterlife, and there ain't gonna be any encore, and there ain't gonna be any reward for our good deeds in this life on this earth. We're just gonna die, and that'll be the end of it." Wow. What a way to lift up the spirits of the congregation. But hey, people are entitled to listen to who they want to listen to. At the end of the day, make their own choices. That's what freedom is, and that's what liberty is. I do have one question though. What does a comedian know about quantum mechanics and particle physics that he should actually stand up on a podium and actually talk about it to more than 300 people in North London? It's a bit of a stretch if you ask me, it's a bit much. I mean, yeah, you can see a lot of similarities to traditional churches and how they run things there. That's where they've actually copied this idea. But now it's interesting to see some of the stories they actually talk about in this atheist church. I mean, here they say there was a reading from Alice in Wonderland and a PowerPoint presentation from a particle physicist named Dr. Harry Cliff, who explains the origin of dark matter theory. Seriously, who on earth goes to a church and listens to a story about Alice in Wonderland? Who would actually want to do that? Seriously. But oh well, what do I know, right? What do I know? And actually a lot of people are actually starting to show concerns that atheism itself is actually starting to morph and evolve into a separate new religion in itself, which I think is a bit ridiculous, even though some of the people in that congregation are saying yes, it is actually starting to become a new religion. But I think that atheism is as much a religion as abstinence is a sex position, you know? It doesn't make sense to say that. So for people to actually show concerns that atheism will one day have this crazy hat-wearing prophet who leads them to the promised land is a bit much, and it's unnecessary fear-mongering, to be honest. But anyway, leave your thoughts and comments on this video, and please don't get into any incoherent banter. Thank you for watching.